What is up, team? How's it going? It's Scully here, and it is time for another blitz. Our short, sharp 30-minute sweat fest. And trust me, this one's gonna get you sweaty. So all you will need for today's workout, if you have them, is a pair of dumbbells, but don't panic if you don't, because I'm gonna be giving you plenty of bodyweight alternatives, and if you can get yourself a hand towel, that'll be handy for some of our rowing movements. So I'm gonna give you 1 or 2 minutes to go and get those. If you don't need to go and get those, let's start getting mobile. So down in that press up position for me, you can add the press up if you wish, but we're gonna drop that chest through the shoulders, heels to ground, big step up, elbows next to that knee is going to touch the floor, then open up to the ceiling. Back down, press up if you wish, down dog, big step the other way, elbow to floor, rotate to ceiling. All I ask is that every down dog, you try and get that chest a bit further down, every lunge is a bit bigger, every elbow drops a bit closer, every rotation's a bit further round. Beautiful work, into that big lunge, drop that elbow, big rotation, 10 more seconds from you guys. Just try and make each movement and each rep that little bit bigger. Good work, team. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit yourself down on your bums for me. Arms behind you where you're nice and comfortable. Heels down in the floor, toes up. From here, you're going to drive your heels down, squeeze your glutes into that crab bridge, and then drop. Really focusing on keeping that core tight, the bum squeezed, the hamstrings turned on. Now, if at the top you want to feel those hamstrings a bit more, you can drag your heels, turn them off, and relax. Now, the heel drag might not necessarily move your heels, but you will feel those hamstrings turning on. So give me another 15 seconds. Squeeze bum, drag heels, relax. Squeeze bum, drag heels, relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to press up position, bum a little bit in the air. Pick a leg, squeeze the bum to get it high. This is now your scorpion tail. Weight of that heel is just going to open round. Then you're going to come back round to that controlled knee drive and back. Big scorpion tail, back round to controlled knee drive and back. Keep working through those for another 10 seconds for me. Just try and make that movement that little bit bigger each time. Open up that hip, that oblique, that diaphragm. And then when we're knee driving, control that pelvis. Beautiful work. Now, if I can borrow your eyes, we're going to turn our scorpion into our crab. So I'm going to pick that foot. I'm going to send it high, round, keep it going, under control, round, and then I'm in position for my crab. Now, if that doesn't feel quite right, your shoulders aren't too comfortable with that, don't panic. Bear crawl position, pick up a knee, send it under as I rotate, into crab, drive. Either way, give me 20 seconds of our scorpion to crab bridge or under switch to crab bridge. Just give it a go. Even if it's not perfect, that's okay. The fact that you're trying is good enough for me. 10 more seconds, team. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's get going. So the title of tonight's workout is Burpees Are Rubbish, which they are. No, they're not really. They're tough work, yes, but we're going to show you a few little alternatives that you probably haven't tried before, and so hopefully they aren't going to be that rubbish by the end. 4 4-minute workouts, but each 4 minute is absolutely jam-packed with a new challenge. Work hard, because you have a guaranteed 2-minute rest between efforts. So, mini workout number 1 is what we call a ramp up. So a portion of the workout will stay the same and a portion of the workout will ramp up and get bigger. So all of this first bit is body weight. You don't need dumbbells, you don't need towels, you just need to follow me. So movement number 1 is a heel clicker jump squat. Drop down into that squat position. As I drive up, I'm trying to clip those heels underneath. Now don't panic about trying to click the heels. Just think about exploding up. Heels will find themselves. If you trust your core and your back's ability to brace, you can try those weighted. If not, body weight. If not, squat to heels is fine. Movement number 2 is going to be a press up shoulder tap. Lock those elbows and those shoulder blades down into our press up position, up to the top, tap a shoulder. Press up, tap. If you need to go on knees, squeeze the bum forward, make sure the chest drops forward, we drive the world away. Then, this is where you need an imaginary line through the middle of your space. Your foot starts on the imaginary line, you drop your bum low, you're going to shuffle to one side and touch, shuffle to the other side and touch. There and back is 1 rep. We do 6 of each of those, then we get to our first burpee, a back and forth burpee. I squat down, hands on floor, throw my feet back, walk back for my back, then I drop, walk forward for my fourth. Then I do my 6, 6, 6 again, 2 burpees. 6, 6, 6, 3 burpees. You've got 4 minutes to get as many back and forth burpees as we can. Enough talking from me, more moving from you. We are going for our 6 heel clickers in 3, 2, let's go. So we drop, drive, Good right, drive those heels down, get those heels together, really big and explosive. After our 6 heel clickers, into our press up, drop, drive, shoulder tap, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Imaginary line in our space, right, left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now our first back and forth burpee. Hands to the floor, kick and walk back, hands, walk, jump forth. Now we go 6, 6, 6 again. Drop, drive. Remember on our squats, send those knees out. Open up those hips, drive through the floor, squeeze the glutes. On those press ups, big proud chest, shoulder blades stay locked, elbows at 45 degrees. We sink, drive, tap. If you can't get to shoulder, tap elbow. If you can't tap elbow, tap hand. On those side to side shuffles, keep the bum low, stay bouncy on the toes. Now if you're onto those back and forth burpees, 2 reps. So we travel, back, travel, 1, travel, back, travel forward for 2. Now, if you want that extra challenge, you trust your core bracing, why not try those heel clickers with a goblet squat? Keep that dumbbell close, sink and drive. Beautiful work. Then we go on to those press ups. If the shoulder tap is too much for your shoulder stability, just give me 6 press ups. That is okay. We are hitting the 2-minute mark. So your challenge now is to give yourself a number of back and forth burpees that you must reach. Be bloody minded in your goal. Do you want to hit 3 of them, 4 of them, 5 of them, 6 of them? Just keep gritting your teeth. Remember, we sink low, hands on floor, feet back, walk those hands, that's back. Then low, walk hands out, pop, that's 4. There and back is 1. You add 1 burpee every round. 6 heel click, 6 press up shoulder tap, 6 side to side shuffles each side, then you add a back and forth burpee. Grit your teeth, stay in the fight. You've got 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Guaranteed 1.5 minute rest at the end. So push. It is 4 minutes, but it's a jam-packed 4 minutes. 6 heel clicks. 6 press up shoulder tap. 6 side to side shuffle. Stay low, stay bouncy. And then you plus 1 back and forth burpee. Beautiful work, team. 30 seconds to go. Now when I shout stop, do not stop on rest. Stop on work. Keep going, stay in the fight. Guaranteed 1.5 minute rest at the end. Push for me. 15 seconds, keep going. Every little rep counts. Every little help counts. Keep digging. 10 seconds, Fight, 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 fight. Can you get that extra jump, that extra push-up, that extra back and forth burpee? 3, 2, and high. Beautiful work. Big breath in, big breath out. Control that breathing. So we are on to our next movement, or our next set of movements. This is where you'll need your dumbbell if you've got it, or your towel if you don't. So, we're going to do an arm wrap for the next 4 minutes. That stands for as many rounds or as many reps as possible. All movements are 6, so numbers are nice and easy. If you've got the dumbbell, we're going to start with what we call a ballistic row. So we hinge like we would for our normal bent over row. You're going to use one dumbbell only, and you're going to row with such power that you throw the dumbbell from one hand to the other and catch. Throw, throw, throw. Now obviously there's a lot of downward force from that dumbbell, and there's a lot of power and weight that you've got to absorb. So I only want you doing that if you are super confident in your back and your core's ability to load, and it's not going to be jerking. 6 each arm ballistic row. If you can't do that, just 6 rows each arm. If you haven't got a dumbbell, you're going to grab a towel, a little hand towel, rip that towel apart onto your front, squeeze glutes, lift chest, and as you're ripping the towel apart, you're going to press forward, row back, really squeezing those shoulder blades behind you. 6 reps. Movement number 2 is going to be a reverse lunge. If you've got a dumbbell, you can weight it. If your body weight, you can just reverse lunge, 6 each leg. What I'd love you to do is a jump lunge. So that's your ultimate challenge. So 6 reps each leg, either weighted, body weight, or jump. Then we're on to our next burpee variation, what we call a superstar burpee. 6 of these. Star jump, into long arm burpee, plank jack, up. Star jump, down, plank jack, up. 4 minutes, as many rounds as possible. So we are going in. 5, 4, 3, 2, off we go. So 6 rows of choice. It is either a ballistic row each arm. So we hinge, strong core, row and throw. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Then it's 6 lunge of choice each leg. I'm going to jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it's our superstar burpee. Star jump, plank, plank jack, up. Just find that rhythm to keep moving. There's my 6. 1 round done, just shy of a minute with a bit of chatting. I want you to push for at least 3 rounds, definitely 4 rounds. I'd love to see 5 rounds. So we keep moving. Now remember, if ballistic row is too much, we can just go 6 row right, 6 row left, or we've got our body weight towel. Pull the towel apart, lay yourself down, big chest squeeze bump, out, back, pull those elbows back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now remember, jump squats if you can. If you can't, just sink, drive through that front heel, squeeze the glutes. All 6 one side, then all 6 the other, or 6 alternating. It's up to you. Those superstar burpees, just about finding a rhythm. Star jump. When we get down into our plank, keep pelvis tilted for a plank jack. And then just stay bouncy on those toes, find that rhythm. 2 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. Here's your challenge. Whatever you did in the first 2 minutes, I need you to replicate in the second 2 minutes. So if you've got 2 rounds in the first 2 minutes, I need 2 rounds in the second 2 minutes. If you've got 2.5, I need 2.5. 3 rounds we should definitely be getting. 4 rounds I know most of you can push for. 5 rounds would be mega for me. 5 rounds would be mega. So 6 rows of choice. I'm gonna stick with ballistic, tummy tight, weight loaded into those heels. Keep the core and the shoulders square. Pull, let go, catch with the other hand. Absorb that power, then pull it back. 6 each arm. Then we go to our jump lunges. 6 each leg. Stay bouncy. Then we go to those superstar burpees. Star jump, plank, pelvis tilted, plank jack. Star jump, plank jack. Star jump, plank jack. Beautiful work. Just under a minute to go. Can you get me that extra rounding? Can you sneak one more of something in there? 45 seconds time. When I shout stop, don't stop on a rest. Stop on work. Every rep counts in this. As many reps or rounds as possible. So can you fight to finish that round? Maybe you're just finishing that round. Get me a few extra reps of something. A few extra rows, a few extra jump squats. I'd love a few extra burpees. 15 seconds. Stay in the fight. Stay in the fight. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time. Beautiful work, team. Big breath in. Big breath out. We've wrapped up our intensity nicely. This next 4 minutes is a busy 4 minutes. Now, if you want the challenge, your rep scheme is 30, 20, 10. But I'm willing to accept 20, 10, and 5. My only challenge to you is pick your hardest rep scheme. Be honest to yourself, don't cheat yourself. Go for the biggest rep scheme that you can. Now, the movements are as follows. If you've got that dumbbell, we're gonna do a dumbbell swing. Imagine you've got a triangle in between your pelvis and your knees. We're trying to aim that dumbbell for the top of the triangle and then snap those hips through as powerfully as possible. The lower back does nothing, the arms do nothing. It's all about the hip speed. Now, if you haven't got a dumbbell, you've got a couple of choices. You can do a glute bridge where you lay yourself down on the ground, drive those heels, squeeze those glutes, get those elbows strong. Or if you've got the side of a sofa, you can get your heels on the side of the sofa, drag those heels down as you squeeze your bum up, and you're going to do some incline glute bridges. They are lovely for those hamstrings and those glutes. We do 30 of those, then we go into 30 hip switch burpees. Hands to ground, legs out. As I pop back out, hips one way, shoulders the other. I will show you that from the front. So we go straight arm burpee, back up, hips one way, shoulders and chest the other. Imagine you're popping up onto a surfboard. So we get onto our feet, surfing. That's all I need you to think about. 30 of each, 20 of each, 10 of each. Or if you need to scale down, 20, 10 and 5. It's a busy 4 minutes, but you can get it done. We are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So into those 30 swings, low pop, low pop, low pop. Really got to squeeze those hips through. Now don't think about lifting with the back. Watch my leg. It's that snap, shut, snap, shut. Drive those heels into the ground, punch those hips through. Now, 30 seems like a big number. So I don't want you to attack this in 30s. Mentally, break that number down. So maybe you're going to attack it in 10s. Have 10 as that landmark. Get to the next multiple of 10, then reassess. Do I need a breather? Yes, fine, I'll have one. Do I need a breather? No, I'll get to that next 10. Or if 10's still too much, attack it in 5s. 5, then get to 10, then get to 15, then get to 20. Same with those glute bridges. Drive heels down, squeeze glutes up. Get 10, get 5, then reassess. Then we've got to chip away at those burpees. hands to ground, legs long, come up, surfing, down, up, surf, down, up, surf. We're trying to use our obliques, so our rotational muscles, to rotate those hips round. This will seem like a slog. Grit your teeth, get through those big numbers. Attack it in 5s, get to the next milestone. 5 is not as far away as 30. And then just reassess. Do I need a breather or can I crack on? When we go legs long, keep those hips high, pelvis tilted. Don't get to this position. Too much pressure, lower back. Good work, guys. Coming up to the 2-minute mark. Keep pushing, keep slogging away. All I ask is that you're honest with yourself and you're after your hardest rep range. Beautiful work. So remember, we go back to those swings. We're now on 20. Snap those heels down, pop those hips. My arms are just relaxed. Glutes, glutes, glutes on those swings. If we're still on those hip switch burpees, just keep plugging away for me. Keep plugging away, you will get there. I promise. Drop, out, back, switch. Stay bouncy, just stay in a rhythm. Stay in a rhythm. Attack them in 5s. Don't go after 30. Don't go after 20. Get little milestones. 1 minute 15 to go. 1 minute 15, stay there with me. Stay there with me, stay in the fight. It's a busy 4 minutes. I guarantee you 2 minutes of rest at the end. There's your carrot, go and get it. So when I shout stop in a minute's time, you are not stopping on rest because you get that big rest at the end. So you are fighting so hard to get those reps in, get that 30, 20, 10, get that 20, 10, 5 because you know you are resting. Snap those hips on the swings or drive those heels, squeeze the glutes on the bridges. Do not let that pesky lower back take over. On the burpees, just find a rhythm. Just find a rhythm. Keep it going, guys. 20 seconds. Stay in that fight for me. Stay in that fight for me. We are nearly there. We're nearly there. 15 seconds to go. Do not finish before the time. 10. Keep getting that extra rep closer. That extra rep closer. 3, 2, 1. You little beauties. Beautiful work, team. 2 minutes guaranteed rest. 2 minutes guaranteed rest because that was a big, busy 4 minutes. Nice. We are nearly there. We've got one more mini workout to go. One more big beastie. So, we are going to start with a deadlift. Now, if you've got that single dumbbell, you're going to place it up on its end. You're going to grab the bottom of the bell, and the bell's going to be in line with your ankles. Little pinky fingers go into the hip. We hide them away because they're shy. Grab hold of that bell, cover up your armpits, you're in good position. It's a push, not a pull. So we're not pulling the dumbbell up, we are pushing the world away, squeeze those glutes. Aim for ankles, repack, drive the world away. Aim for ankles, repack, push the world away. We are going for 8 of those. Of course, if you like to use double dumbbells, you can. If you don't have dumbbells, you've got 2 choices. We can do a long jump. So pick a distance, jump, really squeeze those glutes through, or we can do a swing jump. Load with your arms, swing jump, load, swing jump, power those glutes through. We're then gonna go on to 6 gorilla rows each. Just like our deadlift, hinge, cover up those armpits, tight core, in that strong gorilla position, 6 rows right, 6 rows left. Now, if that's too much for the lower back, try a split stance. 6 rows right, 6 rows left. If you don't have any dumbbells, back to your towel, rip it apart, keep that outward tension, row from there. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Then we're gonna go into 4 gorilla burpees. Full gorilla burpee, chest to floor, back up, jump lunge, jump lunge. So it's 8 deadlifts, 6 rows each arm, 4 gorilla burpees. We're looking for 3 to 4 rounds in a minute. So we are going in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go then, team. So, we start with those 8 deadlifts. Drop and drive. Drive those heels down. Squeeze those glutes up. Pack those shoulders in. Drive. 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 It is a lower body push, not an upper body pull. Drive those heels into the ground. We are going 8 of those, please. Then we get into our strong gorilla row position. Non-rowing hand still holds tension. 6 rows right. Big proud chest. Get that shoulder back. Then 6 rows left. Then we're into those gorilla burpees. Chest to floor, pop up, jump lunge, jump lunge. Now if you can't do the full burpee, of course you can go straight arm, jump lunge, or just focus on chest to floor burpees. But I'm gonna go the full gorillas. That's 1 round. That took me just over a minute. If I stick with that, I'll get my 3 rounds. So, drop, drive, push the world away, squeeze the glutes. 8, deadlift. 6, 7, 8. Now, if that gorilla row is too much for the lower back, split stance, keep the core tight, elbow back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're into those gorillas. Good work, keep it up, team. Keep it up, team. Just over the halfway mark. You've got 2 more minutes left today. Keep pushing. Stay in that fight for me. Stay in that fight. Now remember, if you haven't got that dumbbell, we're doing that 8 broad jumps. Really trying to get those hips through, or swing jumps. Good. If you haven't got those dumbbells for your rows, grip your hand towel, rip it apart, keep that tension while you row. Squeeze in those shoulder blades at the back, big proud chest. And then those gorillas can be straight arm. Straight arm, pop, back, step lunge if you need to. Give me 1 more minute. Give me 1 more minute. Stay in it with me, team. Stay in it with me, team. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. 45 seconds. Finish your night strong. Finish your morning strong. Whenever you are picking this up, keep pushing hard for me. Keep it going. Keep it going. 30 seconds. When we shout break, we are not breaking on rest. We are breaking mid-rep. I want you to keep going till the final whistle. Keep pushing for me. Keep pushing. Can you get that extra deadlift? That extra row? That extra gorilla burpee? 15 seconds. Keep it going. Keep it going. Dig deep. I know the legs are burning. I know the lungs are screaming. But I only need you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Beautiful work, team. Control your breathing. Stand up tall. Nice, slow, and control. Guys, awesome work. You absolute superstars. Thank you so much for joining me for another one. Let's have a little stretch off. Lay yourself down on your back for me, please. One leg long, one leg bent. Give that bent leg a little cuddle. Toes to you. I want you to straighten that leg as straight as you can. Hold for a 1, 2, relax. Kick leg, try and get a little bit straighter. 1, 2, relax. You're gonna do 6 kicks each side. Just trying to get that kick a little bit straighter, that leg a little bit longer. We're gonna feel that all the way down the hamstrings. 2 more. 1 more. And then we're going to swap. Good work. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. 4. 5. And 6. From there, we're going to roll over into our hands and knees position. Hands slightly in front of shoulders. We're going to try and sit on those heels, allow those lats to open for what we call our child's pose. From here, rock ourselves forward into our cobra stretch. Try and drop those heels down. Big breath in. Big breath out. Nice gentle rock back and forth. Back to our child's pose. Back to our cobra. 1 more time for me, please. Child's pose. Cobra. Last one, hands and knees for me, please. Drive 1 knee up and around, then drop down onto it for our pigeon pose. Big breath in, big breath out. Relax. We want to be feeling this down the outside of the glutes. If you have to, play around with your angles. Drop your hip down out to the side. Bring it back more central. Bring your chest high. Drop your chest low and reach. You will find that perfect stretch for you. And when you do, we only need a 3 or 4 out of 10 intensity. Hold it for me for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch legs. Last 20-second hold of your session. Nicely done, team. So just play with those angles. Find that perfect spot. 10 seconds. Big breath in. On every out breath, try and relax that tension, loosen up. 3, 2, 1. Now, as always, I'm going to set you a little bit of homework. I need you to get on that on-demand section, that online hub. Go and have a look at some of our mobility, some of our red movement videos, our cool-down flows, our yoga. Go and do a little bit of homework. Find out how you can help yourself. So if you're feeling tight in the hips, find some of our hip videos. Feeling tight in the shoulders, feel tight in the shoulder videos. That way you can educate yourself and you can know what stretches to do when you're away from us. Guys, thank you very much. Another awesome session. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.